You are running your defender scan and all of a sudden you come across a virus. It says Trojan, it says exploit, it says 100 other things, and you don't know anything about it. And most of all, whatever your computer is saying, it just says that, hey, you have a problem in your PC, it's going to get hacked, do something about it. That's what is the computer telling you. All this means only one thing. The computer is telling malware, 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 malware. That's all about it. Malware. That's all about it. Today, we are going to go into deep about the 9 components of malware and how you can use to create your own malware and inject into some other system and know its security and vulnerability as well. Let's get started. Hello everybody, I am Sundaraman Iyer. My goal is to become a red team operator. Currently, I am learning EC Council's Ethical Hacking Essentials course and learning Linux side on the side. And today, I as well as on every Sunday, I share a video about what I have learned in the week and I put it on YouTube so that people who are like me, who are on this journey of becoming a red team operator or penetration tester, can get into this journey along and we can reach on the same goal together. So the 9 components of malware are Cryptor, downloader, dropper, exploit, injector, obfuscator, packer, payload, and the malicious code itself. Yeah, again, I'm going to just say it out loud. First is the Cryptor. Well, it is basically a thing which makes the life of defender hard. Its main job is to hide malware from being a malware. Whatever a defender is doing, whatever it is scanning, it will not let defender reverse engineer entire malware in itself. It will not let the malware know or the defender know that malware is existing in the system or it is going to get installed in the system. That is the life of a crypto. Second comes the downloader. Well, as the name suggests, downloader is basically a package or a part of or a component of malware which basically downloads the other parts of malware into it, such as a trojan or other components which are important for the payload to get executed. Next comes the dropper. This is like the James Bond of entire component. It is a type of trojan. Well, whatever a trojan is, understand this for sure that it is an innocent looking program that will make your life a living hell. That is what a trojan is. Imagine the kid who would look too innocent yet is the biggest bully of all time. That is what a trojan is. That is what exactly a trojan is. Where were we? Yeah, dropper. Dropper is basically a component which it covertly installs in itself and which does not let the defender know that malware is getting executed as well as installed into the system. It also helps other malware components get installed into the system, and biggest of all, it helps the next package or it promotes the next step, which is the exploit to get executed. Malware is getting executed through an exploit. Whenever you hear the word exploit simply means that the person or the component is being used to exploit or is a perfect vulnerability which can be used to install a malware or a virus or a trojan or whatever the type of malware which you want to install into the system or hack into the system and gain access over it. That is what basically an exploit means. That is what an exploit means. Basically, an exploit is a software piece of code which will help the malware to install into the system and then finally steal the information, take advantage of the vulnerability, and possibly get control over your system as well. Next comes the injection part. This is how or the method or the vector which we call in terms of hacking, a method or a vector which is used to inject into the system or possibly this is a particular component. For example, it can be an email attachment, it could be a link, or it could be an APK if it was an Android, or any other network related threads which just spreads out like a worm. An obfuscator is a different concept altogether. Ever been to a James Bond movie? Exactly. That is what a obfuscator is. As tough as the name sounds, it is tough to understand as well. But let me just make it simple for you. Obfuscator is a person, let's assume that it is a person who will accomplish or achieve its goal without revealing the entire thing about it, or without telling what the goal is all about, what is the method all about, what is the way all about, or who you are as a person as well. The person who is known as an obfuscator will not tell anything, reveal any information, yet achieve their goal. That is what an obfuscator is. Next comes the packer. Simple person, simple as an and the person would just allow all the files which are required for the malware to get installed into a system, and the packer will compile everything into it, and once it gets executed it will throw everything out, and the system gets installed, the malware gets installed into the system fast. Finally comes the payload. This is the main guy, this is an executioner, this is the person who is going to be the malware execution part, where the code of being how to use the particular vector or how to become a malware is present in it. This is how information is stolen. This is how the camera here over here gets started, or any of the microphone which you are hearing, that also gets started. Everything is written in this payload. Finally comes the malicious code, which I am talking all about again and again. A malicious code is a simple program because malicious code is basically a program which will run, change, and take control of your system. You will not know, the person who is attacking you will know, and he can use to get your system access, get your passwords, get your credentials, get your credit card details, and every other thing that which is stored on your system, such as the Apple Android devices, or which you can be a laptop, MacBook, Linux, any other processor as well. So these were the 9 components of malware: Cryptor, downloader, dropper, exploit, obfuscator, injector, packer, payload, and finally the malicious code. Here's the bonus. There are 3 tools which you can use to create your own malware. First is Bitcryptor, which you can use. It's a tool which you can install and start using. Second is Godzilla Downloader. I would suggest that you do it in a virtual system, not on your own system, because if you do it, you might get hacked, you might have problems further on. That's why you should be using it on a virtual machine, and it will not take more of your time. That's all for today's video. That is what I have learned this week, and thanks a ton for watching, and continue to subscribe to the channel and join to the journey of becoming a red team operator. I am Sundaraman Iyer. My goal is to become a red team operator. My dream is to become a red team operator. And I'm sharing what I'm learning every day, every week on Sunday, as well as whatever the courses, research I am doing. I'm linking in the description below so that you can go ahead and do it yourself. Thanks a ton for watching. See you around.